and good morning, my loves, whatever time it is when you're watching this. This is a new pick a card reading all about good news from your higher self. So excited for today's reading. This one's going to be super fun. We have some astro dice here. Some of you guys have been mentioning that you miss me using the astro dice, so I got them here. We're going to use them in this reading. If you guys are new to pick a card readings, I'm going to give you a quick little rundown of how it works. So basically we have pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you're the most drawn to. Once you're done choosing your pile, you can scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that's linked to your specific card so you can skip ahead to your personal reading. So without further ado, if you guys like to pick with crystals on these cards, let's pop some crystals below the cards. Whoa, totally hit my camera. To make it easier to choose if you guys like to choose that way. So let's pop some crystals on here starting now. All right, so if you guys like to choose the crystals, here we have our crystal options. This over here is rainbow fluorite. This is some rose quartz in the shape of a Merkaba, which is really cool. This over here is a large copper piece. And then over here is some fantasy quartz, which is basically silver mixed with quartz. So these are our crystal options. If you guys want to take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you're the most drawn to. And again, once you're done choosing, scroll to that comment box or the description box to find that timestamp that's linked to your specific card so you can skip ahead to your personal reading. So without further ado, let's hop right into this, starting now. All right, pile number 1. I also just want to say before we get started in this, I want to show you this amazing fluorite piece. It literally has rainbows in it. Like, I don't know if you guys can see on the camera, but in person, it has these gorgeous rainbows. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys that. You've probably seen a couple flashes here and there as I'm moving that around. But if you guys chose to pile number 1, without further ado, let's hop right into your guys' reading, starting now. All right, so pile number 1. I know it looks like we have a lot of reversals, but this is actually a pretty good reading. So let's hop right into what this means. So this is a good message, like the good news from your higher self. So in your guys' life right now, some exciting stuff is going on because we have 4 of Swords reversed, we have the Hermit reversed, Justice reversed, and Queen of Cups reversed. I know they're all reversed. This is just crazy. I don't know how so many reversals keep popping up in my readings, guys. I don't even know. But I will say, these 2 being reversed right here, actually a good thing, and we're going to get into why that is. So 4 of Swords being the first card being reversed. This is finally, you're entering a time in your life where everything is going to begin to start moving forward. And it's going to be really nice. Because whenever we have 4 of Swords here, it always indicates that we went through a period of time where we were resting, contemplating, we weren't really wanting to get off of our butts. It's kind of meaning that we were going through a time of healing, protecting ourselves, that kind of jazz. You know, all the things that fall under that category. So when it's reversed, it's finally time for us to blossom. I see you guys as this blossoming flower. It's time to come up out of the frozen, because as you can see, this woman's like laying in the snow, surrounded by swords. It's kind of like going through a moment of like self-preservation almost. But now you guys are coming out of that phase. Now it's time to get your butt back in the game, basically. And so the good news from your guide, or from your higher self, or your guides, or whatever you guys believe in, this news is that you guys are on the up and up, this blooming flower that's about to come out of the healing preservation stage. Like, you guys are about to blossom into like who you really are and start really coming out of the cave and just like beautiful, like, you know what I mean? The Hermit being reversed is kind of a similar message, because the Hermit indicates that we're being reclusive, we're being introverted, we're being alone. Now it's a time where we're coming out of that cave. It's time for us to get back in the world. It's time for us to get back on our grind, back in the game, but in a very positive way, because this is the good news from your higher self. And so your higher self is letting you know that things are going to start moving forward. And I do believe it's going to be in the summertime, because this snow being upside down is just really giving me the vibes like this summer. If you guys are watching this in the summer, it's probably going to be starting to happen, if not already happening for you guys right now, because this is definitely summertime for me as I'm seeing this. So yes, summertime is like blossoming, coming out, like really feeling really good though. This is like, I feel like energy is gonna be really strong. If you guys have been sleepy lately, this is like a revitalizing energy of like, I have so much like energy to get up out of my bed, go do this, go do that. Like if you guys have been feeling unmotivated or lack of motivation, all of that's changing. You guys are going to be so energized, so focused. Your memory, I feel like, is going to be getting better as well. Justice being reversed over here is like, yes, maybe something unfair happened. I don't necessarily seeing that exactly working out. I see it's like you really have to like face some stuff in the past, but at the same time, all of your life is going to change to the point where like facing all that old stuff is like, whatever, just brush it off my shoulder now. It's like totally fine because there's this boost of energy, there's this boost of creativity, and you're no longer feeling sorry for yourself. Because I feel like there was a phase of where maybe you were playing a bit of the victim, maybe you were playing a bit of like, oh, woe is me, maybe you're playing a bit of like over emotion. This is being really moody, the Queen of Cups being reversed. This is overly moody, overly attached to the way that you're feeling and letting yourself stay in the past and live in the past based on what you went through and what you're feeling because of it. But now, it's like using that and just being like, you know what? F that. I am going to be me, and I am going to come out of the cave fully energized and fully motivated, and I am just going to get my ish and act together. This is what this is really, really showing me right now. So the good news from your guides, from your higher self, again, whatever you guys believe in, is so beautiful. Let's hop into more and see if we can get some more information on what is happening. So we have Neptune in Aquarius. So, ooh, this is pretty fun. So I think you guys are going to get a little bit into spirituality with Neptune in Aquarius because Neptune is ruled by Pisces. It kind of rules being in the media as well. So I feel like you guys might get motivated to either start like a social media thing. Maybe you guys are really interested in posting a bit more or doing some sort of inspirational content, really reaching out to the world since it's in Aquarius, because Aquarius, it rules the 11th house. It's ruled by Uranus and also by Saturn. And this is like really wanting to inspire the world in a spiritual sense, also in like a very motivational sense, because Neptune being the media and also Aquarius being like the internet and stuff like that. I really see you guys being more on social media and stuff. And if you guys are really not about that life, this is more of just like really getting into probably astrology as well, or some sort of like spiritual stuff. This can also be talking about photography. I do see photography for some of you guys, writing for some of you guys, somehow like really getting your message out in the world. There's some sort of message that you guys have to give and you're getting it out into the world. This can even be speaking, stuff like that. You guys are really now ready to be like, yep, it's time. It is time to get your butt in gear and start doing the things that you've always dreamed of. Adding some more cards on here. Ooh, okay, so we have loss reversed, and then we also have travel. So this is really fun. Okay, so loss being reversed over here, and then also some travel. Loss being reversed is like, yes, okay, we lost something. We were feeling sorry for ourselves in the past, but we're finally getting over it. We're finally realizing that, yeah, maybe that thing's not coming back, but it's totally fine because you can fill up your cup with something completely different. And you're supposed to fill up your cup with something completely different. You're not supposed to be stuck in the past grieving about something that you lost. It's like, yeah, we all lose things in life. That's what life's about, I guess. It's not really about losing stuff. It's about learning how to appreciate the things that we did have, the times that we've had with them, and being able to move on to create new things always in the future, not just get stuck on the one thing. There's so much more to create and to have. I do see, again, the travel cards coming up, so that's pretty self-explanatory. You guys might go on a trip, especially since we have Aquarius, which is the 11th house, which deals with the entire world. So I do see you guys maybe planning some sort of trip to go somewhere, for sure. It's definitely coming up in the cards, guys. I want to make that clear. It's really there. And then the next two cards that we have is strength and letting go. So these two cards coming up, this is fun. So strength is like, I do feel like this is pretty self-explanatory by saying that by really waking up and letting go of like this either victim mentality or feeling sorry for myself mentality is really getting your butt in the game and being like, I'm strong enough to make it through this. I don't care what I lost. I'm going to go make new things for myself. And in doing that, you're able to let go of the past so easily, guys. Like, whoo, my goodness. Like, it's going to be easy breezy from here on out. All right. right, the next two cards that we have is you got the love, and then we got your life is a canvas, artist manifestation, creative accountability. So again, with this card coming up, I do feel like you guys are like creating a bunch of things right now. Your life is a canvas. I do feel like you guys might be going on social media and really trying to do some kind of inspirational content. Maybe you guys are artists, maybe you guys are writers or something like that. And I feel like you guys are looking at this blank page in front of you and you're like, what can I do? What can I create? And I feel like you guys have this vision and you're just about to embark on this vision of starting this thing. Maybe you guys want to be like a travel blogger or something like that. Or maybe you guys want to travel in order to get inspiration for writing or doing this or photos or whatever. There's some sort of like tie in here that I feel like really does tie into social media for the most part. For most of you guys that chose this pile, and your life is a blank canvas. I feel like you guys are just beginning this new thing. You've got the love. I feel like your higher self is telling you that you have what it takes to do this. You have the energy. You just need to tap into it again. And I do feel like you guys are going to get more energized, more cognitive function, more memory as well, because that's definitely coming up in the cards. And let's do some Astro Dice to find out some more information. So we have Neptune again. Oh, wow. Guys, we literally have the card Neptune in Aquarius, and we have Neptune and Aquarius. What? And then we have the 12th house, which is Pisces, which is the ruler of Neptune. I'm just gonna take a moment and breathe for a second, because like, what are the chances, you guys? What are the chances? So again, this is repeating exactly what I had previously said about there's a social media sort of aspect happening over here. I feel like you guys are gonna really want to share a certain message that you guys have. Sometimes you guys might feel like you're doing something completely unorthodox or out of the box, because Aquarius usually rules things that are just like completely new, completely out of the ordinary, and it's very unexpected as well, because I want to mention that Aquarius is ruled by the planet Uranus, and Uranus is completely unexpected. And so I want you guys to let go of the outcome and let go of trying to be so perfect, because of the fact that this thing that's coming for you is meant to come in a very unexpected way. So you guys should not be focused on how it's going to come, just focused on doing what you're wanting to do and just head in that direction, and I promise you it's going to come, but it's going to be in a completely unpredictable way. 12th house over here is like a very spiritual integration into this. I feel like there's also this part of you, that this Piscean sort of energy where you see the world in a very beautiful way. And it's about sharing that beauty and creativity and going really deep in the self. And it's gonna, the fact that you went really deep into yourself in the previous months is really gonna play a big part in what you're gonna be sharing to the world. So it was a good thing that you went through it. That's all I can say. It's a good thing that it all happened. So you guys can look at it in a positive light. I think the message here is to look at it in a positive way, because it's going to play a big role in what you're doing in the future. So that is what I see for you guys. Pile number 1, that is the good news from your higher self. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! All right, so pile number 2, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be some good news from your higher self. So let's hop right into this, starting now. All right, so pile number 2, this is what I'm seeing for you guys. So we start off here with the 9 of Pentacles. We have the Hangman reversed, Chariot reversed, and then the 6 of Swords upright. So let's get into what all of this means. The 9 of Pentacles being right here as our first card. This is a really positive card, especially when it comes to prosperity and abundance. So this is like literally the prosperity and abundance card in tarot. So the fact that it's right side up is like the good news from your higher self is like you are entering a time in your life where you're going to feel very prosperous and abundant. Somehow I feel like you guys are either going to receive an inheritance, you're going to receive a raise at your job, you're going to receive like maybe just a lump sum of money where you guys, like maybe it's a tax return or something, and you guys are just going to feel really, really good and very positive, because it's like, wow, I have more than I thought I did. So you're coming into a time where you have more than what you expected. And this is going to feel very free for you. I feel like you're going to feel very like, whoo, self-empowered. I see this self-empowerment. I see you being able to feel very free. There's this sense of freedom in this card that I see for you guys, especially when it comes to monetary things. I do feel like you guys are also going to be somehow either redecorating your house, getting new things. I feel like you're going to be purchasing some new things, and it's just going to feel really, really good. And I feel like it's also a personal thing as well. So you might be purchasing new personal things for yourself, like clothes, getting your hair done. I feel like you're changing up yourself in a very physical sense, like with sense of style, what you wear, stuff like that. So I'm definitely seeing that for you guys. And I also see this like sense of empowerment really coming from this tiger over here. Like I'm really feeling like you guys are entering this phase of like self-confidence majorly. So the good news is that you're entering this time. We do also have the Hangman being reversed over here. So I feel like you guys were stuck on something. There was something that you guys have a choice about, because we also have, it's next to the Chariot. So there was this like choice that you guys have to make, and maybe you guys are still in the middle of making this choice, but the answer is coming very, very shortly. And it's going to be a very easy one to make. Although it's been hard for the past, or at least in the past little bit, this has been a hard choice. But finally, you guys are entering a stage of your life where it's going to be a really easy choice. The choice is going to become very, very clear for you guys, especially since we end on the Six of Swords. I feel like you guys might have an opportunity to move for some of you guys, because the Six of Swords sometimes can indicate moving. But it's usually when we have to leave something behind and we're like, okay, I didn't really want to leave that behind, but I know I'm headed somewhere better. But it has this sense of like, I didn't really want to leave that behind, but you know what? I am going somewhere better, and you are going somewhere better, because this is the good news from your higher self. So the choice that you're having to make, trust me, your guides are guiding you somewhere so much better. Because the Six of Swords directly actually deals with guides and your higher self and stuff like that. And so this deals with, your guide has a message for you. The good news from your guide is like, don't worry, I have your back, and I'm taking you somewhere where you belong. I'm taking you somewhere that is so much greener and so much better for you. So yes, it comes with this sense of like, you know, you had to make a choice and you're leaving something behind, but your higher self really is trying to tell you, this is such a good thing. I'm so excited for you. Like, oh my gosh. So just trust it. Just trust what is happening in your life right now, because your higher self is literally telling you that this is the best thing ever. This is the good news from your higher self. And your higher self is, I feel like, guiding you along this path. And they're so excited for you. They're literally, you know, pushing the boat for you, and they're cheering for you in the background like, yes, queen, yes. You know, that sort of attitude. They're literally doing that. And you might not see the big picture yet, because you're not really sure where the, well, I was going to use a swear word. I was going to use a bad word there, but we're not going to do that. Where your guide is taking you, where your higher self is guiding you. You don't really know exactly where that is, and so you might be sitting on that boat like, oh, where am I going? I don't understand. Like, what's going on here? But literally your higher self is like, I have the best surprise ever. Like, you're blindfolded right now, it's fine, but just wait till we get there. The party is on the other side. Just wait, you know? It's kind of like when you have those surprise parties, and you think no one's done anything for your birthday, and you think everyone's forgotten, and you're just there like, no one remembered. And then you walk into your house and you're like, oh my God. And it's like the best time ever, and like all your friends are there. Like, and maybe you guys aren't into like parties and stuff like that, because I know some people hate surprise parties, but I'm just saying this one's divinely made for you. Divinely. So you're gonna walk in there being like, oh, this is exactly what I wanted. Trust me. Just trust me. So then we have Capricorn in the 11th house, which 11th house is ruled by Aquarius, which is ruled by Uranus, so it's going to be very unexpected. So this is going to happen in a very unexpected way. You're not going to be able to see what's happening at all. And in fact, it might look as if a bad thing's happening. You might look at life as if like maybe you made a wrong choice. You're not really sure about the decision you're making. It might be pretty unexpected. But you guys, yes, it's unexpected, but it's going to be the best thing ever. The best thing ever. Capricorn being in the 11th house, there's this like climb. You guys are climbing the mountain. So this is almost like your higher self is guiding you right now to climb this big mountain. You can't see over the mountain yet because you're climbing it, obviously, and it's a really massive mountain, and you're like, oh, this hike sucks. And you're like, you know, you're getting on your way up there. Maybe the mountain's not that fun. Maybe you've been climbing it for a while and you're just like, oh my God, when is this gonna end? Can we just climb back down already? Can we just take a break? And your higher self is there like, no, no, keep going, just trust me, just keep going. And then you get to the top of the mountain, you realize there's this beautiful castle waiting for you with all these gorgeous waterfalls and like all these beautiful things. This is really what this is telling me, like this Capricorn 11th house energy. It's unexpected, guys. And the potential is quite unlimited. The 11th house is always like, reminds me of like this unlimited potential. I do feel like new friends are coming into your life. There's like a new friend group that's going to be entering your life. The work focus that you guys have to do is going to be there. It's going to be prominent. But I do see like this, the 11th house also rules like traveling, working through other people. This is like social networking, social media, anything social is the 11th house. Capricorn's all about the work that we put in. So I do feel like there's this sense of like your job is going to be like, is going to offer something for you guys really shortly. The next two cards that we have are reversed, and they are both love cards. So we have the Loving Man reversed, and then we also have True Love reversed. So this is very interesting. So I feel like you guys are maybe going through a time where you're questioning love or questioning true love, stuff like that, which is fine because right now you're not supposed to be focused on that too much. Right now you're really supposed to be focused on work, so you might be questioning a couple things in the love and romance department at the moment. But that's fine. Your guide and your higher self is literally bringing you. I keep saying the word guide, so I feel like your guides are here right now too, not just your higher self. This is also a message from your guides as well for you guys. Pile number 2, because I keep referring to guides by accident. Like it's just that word just keeps really like wanting to just plop out of my mouth. Anyway, so these love cards being reversed, there might be some questions regarding love right now, but I feel like your guides and your higher self are like, don't worry about that right now. We're literally guiding you to the perfect place. Don't even question it. Just keep going with the flow. So just keep going with the flow of it. And this is also self-empowerment as well. I'm really seeing some self-empowerment in this True Love card over here. This is about a journey of finding the love in yourself. And it's going to be a really beautiful thing once you do find it. And you are going to find it, trust me. Totally going to find it. And I think in that, you're going to be able to find true love. This is also like a true love journey for you guys. And right now, it might seem like a bit topsy-turvy. It might seem really confusing of like, who is my true love? I don't understand what's going on. Keep climbing that mountain, guys. The mountain that you're supposed to be climbing right now, just keep climbing it. Keep going with the flow of it. Yes, it's confusing. You're being guided to the most beautiful thing ever. So just trust it. Because right now, I feel like your heart might not be actually truly open to true love. And that's why you don't feel it right now. And that's why things aren't, you know, plopping where they're supposed to be. But they will. I keep using the word plop. That is such a weird word, plop. Weird word. I can't, it's just, It's like one of those words like moist. It's kind of weird. Plop. Oh, geez. So much energy. Oh my gosh, then we have another love card reversed. What is going on, guys? What is going on? Love and energy. Okay, so you're on a journey of creating and finding out what true love really is, which is actually kind of fun. Okay, so for you guys, there's all the love cards are reversed. So I feel like right now and the Capricorn's right side up. So I mean, like for you guys, this is about your goals. What are your goals in life? You need to start climbing that mountain. This is a journey of self-love in order to create love. I feel like you need to embody the energy of love. And I feel like right now is like a journey. This is the journey of true love. I feel like you guys are actually going to find it at the end of this. So the good news from your higher self is that they're taking you on the journey to get into the energetic frequency, the energetic vibration of like true love, of what love really is. You guys might even have a rejection of love at the moment. So you guys are either at the point where love is not going very well, you're really desiring it very badly, or you guys are at a moment where you're like, I reject love, I don't really accept it, can I even feel love? I don't know. Your higher self is like, I have this plan for you, keep going on the flow of it, because you're going to embody what true love really is, and it's going to be the most beautiful thing ever. That's all I gotta say. It's gonna be the most beautiful thing ever. I'm really feeling, I feel it's so strong for you guys. I feel like there's like this wall up that your guide is like, I'm teaching you how to break down this wall so that you can really let this flow of energy in, so that you can really enjoy life to a whole other level that you've never even experienced. And then our last two cards is the Cosmic Heart being reversed. And what does this one say on it? This one says devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. That's pretty powerful. The Cosmic Heart. So I feel like, again, you guys are being taught how to open up your heart and how to really use your heart, how to really let energy flow through there. And then we have Star Keeper, which is Cosmic Ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. So I always try to make these cards like look really nice, but sometimes they're too far away for me to reach. All right, so with these two cards as our last cards, this is like, you guys are really being taught how to have energy flow into your life, and this will cause so much abundance. So I do feel like there's a lot of financial abundance here. Lots of good things around that. So let's add some astro dice on here to find some more information. Let's see what we got. We have a Mercury, the second house, and Aquarius. So the second house always deals with material, or the second house always deals with material things. So I do feel like you guys are going to come into a time of really gaining a lot materially, more than you ever have before. Mercury, this is dealing with our communication. This is also really quick travel, so you guys might be going on some short trips here and there, road trips, stuff like that. With Aquarius over here, oh, this is also really learning how to have a humor in life. You guys are learning how to be humorous with second house and Mercury. And then also with Aquarius, this is also embracing your weirdness, embracing the quirky parts of yourself and the quirky parts of humanity, and feeling like, yes, you belong no matter who you are or how you act. This is really truly loving yourself for who you are, feeling the weirdness that's inside of you and embracing it and allowing it to be what it is and using it in a humorous way. This is being really free flowing, really fun, and like, whoo, being able to talk about anything, feeling comfortable talking about anything, really making your mark in the world, really making your footprint there. Especially with what you guys want to learn knowledge-wise. I feel like this is also gaining a lot of material knowledge, so you guys might be wanting to buy some books lately. I don't know. Just saying what I'm seeing in the dice right there. So that is what I see for you guys. Pile number 2. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! All right, so pile number 3, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your good news from your higher self. So let's hop right into this. Ooh, so pile number 3. Oh, I like what we have here. Are you guys on a confidence journey by any chance? Are you guys learning how to really embody confidence and do things on your own? Because that is what this is kind of like starting off as. There's going to be so much more information that we're going to pile on with so many more cards, but just beginning in this, 6 of Wands being reversed. Your higher self right now is like, yes, confidence might be at surface level at the moment. You are about to embark on this journey, and I feel like you guys have already embarked on it, in fact, but I feel like, oddly, I'm really getting the number 2 in my head, like 2 months from now, is going to be a big boost in your guys' confidence. Whenever you guys have clicked on this video, whenever you guys are watching this, for some reason, like 2 to 4 months from now is like massive confidence builder. You guys are going to have to realize how to do things on your own, especially because we have 5 of Pentacles. So to tell you guys what these cards are, this is 6 of Wands reversed, Emperor upright, 5 of Pentacles upright, Page of Wands upright. So the 6 of Wands being down at first, this is like we are uncomfortable feeling like getting compliments, getting praise from other people. We downplay a lot. We stay humble. This is like being having imposter syndrome almost, like when we never feel good enough, when we're always downplaying, when we don't like compliments because we always feel like any big accomplishment that you make is like not good enough. It's like, oh, don't want to talk about that, you know? Or we just feel underaccomplished to begin with anyway, you know? We just feel like we're not good enough. We don't feel like, you know? But the Emperor over here is like, this is a time of building confidence and having enough confidence in yourself to walk alone. So you're going to be going through this interesting time, but this is actually really good news because this is like such a good learning thing that you guys are about to go through. 5 of Pentacles is really learning how to do it on your own. In a sense, it's also like maybe opening up your doors to allowing other people to help you. But I'm really feeling the message for most of you guys. This is like learning how to walk alone and stay strong on your feet and being like, this is me and I'm so sure of myself, and being able to literally just like feel like you can stand on your own 2 feet by yourself, even when odds are against you. Page of Wands being upright is like having this inspiration. This is the beginning of this journey. So you guys are embarking on this new portion of life where I feel like you guys are really stepping into your adulthood. Even if you guys are already, even if you guys have been an adult, did you hear how fast I just talked right there? Oh my God, the Gemini is really coming out today. Wonder if the moon's in Gemini or something when I'm filming this. It'd be crazy. Just kidding though, because it's in Pisces. Anyway, this is like really having the ability to stand up on your own no matter what, and to the point where you guys have this confidence that people come to you asking you, how do you have this like energy about you that's just so sure and so confident no matter what you're doing. Like, this is a very beautiful energy, and you guys are just starting this when we have the Page of Wands. This is also like when we really start to be so confident and so sure of what we're doing and what we're building and what we're creating in our lives. The Emperor is like, your vision that you have, oh my gosh, you have the power to make it happen. And it's really realizing that, yeah, you might have to do it on your own, but that's just how it is. Like, in learning that, you're gonna learn how to really be your own king or queen, your own emperor, and to be able to conquer your dreams and do it with such surety and such confidence. It's gonna be beautiful. I'm like really stoked for you guys. This is starting off really beautifully. I wonder what else we have here, because there's lots more cards that we have to add on to this. We have Uranus and the North Node. So this is fun. Uranus is ruled by Aquarius. This is unexpected stuff. This is like, whew, things are going to happen in your life that are very, very unexpected. Like, I feel like you guys might go through times of like realizing like, oh, I'm really alone right now, or like, oh, nobody's on my side on this thing, or nobody's supporting my dreams, or nobody wants whatever. You might start really realizing that, but at the same time, this is gonna test you to come out on top and be like, I'm doing this anyway. I don't care if no one else believes in me. I am doing it. And it's going to push you to the most beautiful place. This is literally your destiny. The North Node talks about destiny. So for you guys, you're supposed to be following your dreams and not listening to anyone else, in a sense. Of course, like, listen to other people. Sometimes they have beautiful advice for us. But if it doesn't feel right to you, and if you feel like you have to suppress who you are, it's probably not the right advice to listen to. Of course, just listen to it anyway. Always reflect on things. That's human growth right there. But you're supposed to be doing your own thing. Yes, it's different. Yes, it sounds weird to other people. Yes, it's probably unexpected. And it'll also happen in unexpected ways. So unexpected good things are going to start happening to you that will test you to improve your confidence level. But this is also going to help you conquer all of your dreams. This is literally like, you know, it's like character building. Your higher self right now is like, okay, you have these big dreams. I'm going to mold you into the perfect character that can accomplish these things. And so yes, there's things that life is going to throw at you that might feel a bit uncomfortable, because Five of Pentacles is always sort of a kind of an uncomfortable feeling. But these situations are being thrown at you because of your dreams that you have. You have specific goals, specific dreams. They might be, you know, something that's few and far between, that not many people can become or not many people can attain. But you can, and your higher self is literally leading you on the path to mold you into the perfect person that can conquer those dreams and attain them and make them happen. So is that making sense for you guys? I'm sorry if I end up repeating myself sometimes, but I really want to make myself clear on on certain things that I feel like are really powerful and really meaningful. So I totally apologize if I repeat myself, but this is like such a powerful message right here, because there's some sort of curveballs that I feel like life throws at you and is about to throw at you. And you might look at it in a negative way, being like, why is this happening to me? I don't understand. But it's because you have these specific dreams and you're not the person yet that can accomplish them unless you learn certain things. And so your higher self is like, okay, you want to attain this. We're going to need to build you emotionally and mentally in certain ways. And so they're going to throw at you these certain circumstances that's like, okay, this. And we never learn through, well, we do. We learn through good times. But the most powerful ways that we learn in the quickest ways are usually the really hard times. And so, yeah, life is going to throw some hard curveballs at you. It depends how you take them, though, because your higher self is like, okay, here you go. I'm teaching you how to become the person that you're desiring to be. But it depends how you take those situations, because you can look at these situations as awful and why is life so hard? Or you can look at them as, I'm taking this on and I'm going to be strong enough to get through it, and this is what life's thrown at me. It's because this was meant to be this way. Realize that anything that happens to you isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. Because you have desires in place, and the universe is like, okay, I am pushing you onto the right path. And I used this analogy in one of my recent readings of like, when you're playing Mario Kart for N64 and you're on like the Donkey Kong level, and you go off the racetrack, and then they're throwing those coconuts at you to like push you back on the racetrack. Your guides and your higher self is working kind of in a similar way, because right now you're not in alignment with those dreams, otherwise you'd be living them right now. But you have a desire for these dreams, and so your higher self is like, okay, I'm going to push you onto that path. And sometimes we get knocked upside the head with these coconuts because they're throwing us onto the right path, and they're just like, just listen to us, just go with the flow of it. Yes, it hurts sometimes, I'm sorry, but like, I'm getting you in the right space, on the right path to get you there. But yeah, sometimes it comes in a not so nice way. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys get the point. Anyway, next two cards. Peace, and then, this is so funny, we have the professional assistance card upside down. I feel like this is a joke from your higher self. Just this card in particular, professional assistance. Your higher self right now is like kind of making a joke about, come on, I'm giving you professional assistance by like knocking you upside the head with these coconuts. That's professional assistance. So it's kind of a joke because it's not that professional, but yet it's professional. That's why it's upside down. So it's like, also the fact that it's upside down is your higher self is letting you know that you're on this journey alone. Sometimes it's going to feel like you're alone, but it's because you need to learn how to do it yourself. And in learning how to do it yourself, then you're able to conquer anything. You're able to conquer any of your dreams. If you did it with assistance and help, you would always need that assistance and help in order to hold up the weight of your desires and keep them in your life. The reason why you might feel like you have to do it alone sometimes is because like you need to learn how to support yourself and conquer these dreams on your own. That way you can hold them on your own and say that this is mine, I've done this, this is what I did. Peace over here is like, just know that like everything is in divine sequence. If you lose things, if you gain things, whatever, there's beauty behind this. You're just being led to the perfect place and the perfect time. The next three cards that we have is, ooh, magical powers. True love, come to me, and then grace reverse. So over here, your guide's saying that sometimes I'm going to work in a not so graceful way, which is fine. Professional assistance, you know. Then we have magical powers over here. You are being taught how to morph energy, how to make energy work for you. I feel like whatever you're desiring, they're bringing it to you. True love, come to me. This is for anything that you desire. Imagine anything that you desire is the true love. Desire, come to me. True love, come to me. It's literally, your dreams are in the making and they're happening whether it feels like it or not. Like, you are just being shown the correct way to go, the correct path to be on. Our last two cards over here is Inner Earth and then Jump In. That's kind of powerful. Jump in, Inner Earth. Ooh, kind of fun over there. So I feel like because Inner Earth is like this divine beauty that is within. And so I feel like you're being molded and morphed into the perfect inner palace in order to hold up your dreams. And it's like, just jump right in. Just anything that life is throwing at you, jump right into it, because it is leading you to your dreams. Yes, there's certain things that are going to fall out, but it's because they weren't meant to be there forever anyway. They were meant to be a lesson in order to mold you into the perfect person that can hold all of your dreams. So just jump right into it, enjoy it, know that it is the professional assistance from your higher self and your guides, and just go along with it and just enjoy the ride, because it is taking you exactly where you want to go. So that is the good news from your higher self. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Oh, I almost forgot to do the Astro Dice. We have to do the Astro Dice. It's not done yet. I lied. All right, let's see what we have. Ooh, so we have Gemini, 3rd house, and Jupiter. That's kind of fun. So Gemini is ruled by the 3rd house. There's a lot of communication here. So you guys are learning how to communicate. You're learning how to communicate with confidence. You're learning how to communicate with receptivity to others. You're learning how to fully get integrated into really becoming a professional communicator. So there's things in your life that might pop up where you really need to express deep emotion, things like that, express things logically, really start learning as well. This is huge on learning and philosophy and stuff like that. Then we also have Jupiter. So you're really expanding your mind right now. This is all about teaching you how to expand your mind in order to believing that anything's possible, in order to really observing your environment. Huge expansion in knowledge right now. You're really being taught so much. You're going through massive learning right now, but this is in order to prepare your mind to be in the perfect mold in order to create your desires and see everything the way that you're supposed to be seeing it, in order to create with ultimate confidence. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Pile number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you have not already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you guys so much. Bye. All right, so pile number 4, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be the good news from your higher self. So let's get started. Ooh, so pile number 4, this is pretty exciting. So we start off with the Queen of Swords. We have the Tower reversed, which is really, really positive. Oh my gosh, that's positive. And then we have Ace of Wands and the World. I know sometimes you guys get scared when the Tower pops up, but I will say when it's upside down, that is such a positive card. In fact, it is one of my favorites. So let's get into what all of this means. The Queen of Swords being up front at first right here, this is like, the good news is that we're really starting to look at life in a new way, and we're really starting to be analytical and like really thinking in a really deep way, very logical. Like this is like really mental clarity. Mental clarity is happening. Okay, guys, that's the word I'm looking for. Mental clarity is happening for you guys. So the good news is that if you guys have ever had this mental fog, or you guys are a bit confused on certain things, mental clarity is on its way. If you have questions about things, you will have answers very shortly. That is the beginning good news. The Tower being reversed over here, this talks about rebuilding something that once crashed down or fell down. This could even be dealing with the self. This could be dealing with a thing that's outside of you, a person, a thing, place, something like that. Somehow you are rebuilding this on a beautiful foundation. And the reason why the Tower ever falls down in the first place is because it wasn't built on a solid foundation to begin with. Now you guys are going back to the beginning and rebuilding your dreams, or a certain thing, or a certain relationship, or yourself on an actual foundation this time. And now you know where to build yourself and where to build this thing, so that it ends up being very beautiful and very good for you and working out for you. So this is a great card. Great, great, great card. Ace of Wands being over here, passion is igniting in you. This is like motivation stemming up. This is like ideas, inspirations, like beautiful things are just blossoming. They're just ready to happen. The World over here is like, we finally completed an old phase, and we are we now know exactly what to do, exactly how to hold space, exactly like how to be as a person. I feel like you guys are really building the self into this beautiful, and I feel like this is mostly the self for most of you guys, that you're finally like at the peak of like really developing yourself into the being that you've always wanted to be and the person that you've always wanted to be. This is really getting into alignment and feeling very whole and complete. This is like confidence levels are peaking, going up to where they're supposed to be. This is really reaching that higher self, higher knowledge as well. I'm really seeing that you guys, if you guys are on a spiritual journey, you guys are really reaching like this profound like peace, serenity, euphoria, just like beauty and appreciation for the world. Like there's this like gorgeous energy that's really coming in for you guys, and it's because you're finally building it on a very solid foundation. Your view of the world is about to be so beautiful. You're about to see things in a whole new light. And I do see like massive blessings coming in. I feel like things are just going to be happening and aligning for you in a beautiful way when you have the world. Like all your dreams are like, you're on the path where all of your dreams are just in a row waiting to happen. You're just walking down this path like receiving. Basically, I just see you guys receiving. The next two cards that we have over here, we have the South Node in the 9th house. So this is also raking in karma, but in a good way. This is good karma. So the South Node always deals with things that we've done in the past, and now we're reaping the benefits. Sometimes it's also a negative card, but we're looking at this as in good news from your higher self. So this is really raking in things that you have done in the past that are good, and now you're getting the rewards for it, and you're receiving. In the 9th house, this can sometimes deal with travel, especially since we also have the world over here. So I do see you guys might have some travel plans in the future, and you guys might go on a beautiful trip or some sort of retreat. I'm seeing a retreat for most of you guys, interestingly enough. So I don't know if you guys are planning that or if you guys have ever looked into that, but I see some of that for you guys. This is also really gaining a deeper philosophy about the world and like really deeper understanding, deeper knowledge. There's just like beautiful inspiration that's happening. I feel like you guys also are starting something new in regards to what you're passionate about. So I feel like you guys are opening up a business or like starting something where you guys are like, you know, adding something new to your business, revamping it in a new way, building it on a very solid foundation. I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's a business thing. And it's really connected to like a higher purpose and a higher meaning. It's very beautiful. That's all I can say. It's very beautiful. The next two cards that we have is the Loving Woman reversed. And then we have Deception right side up. All right. So I feel like you guys are going to see things in a much clearer light. The good news is I feel like you're going to be able to see through a lot of things that you couldn't before. You're going to understand, like, the questions that you've been wondering, I feel like you're going to see them in a whole new light. I feel like, for the most part, you might still have a couple questions. Sorry, I'm totally stuttering right now. There's still a couple questions that I feel like you guys will have unanswered, but I feel like your higher self is like, just focus on the beauty right now. Don't even worry about the other stuff. That will take care of itself as long as you just focus on you and focus on the things that you're trying to create. So it's definitely giving that message as well. The Loving Woman being reversed. This is a journey of also self-love. That's come up in quite a few piles so far. And I feel like that's a journey that most of us are going on right now, is like this self-love kind of empowerment and embracing this self-love. I feel like for you guys, it's mostly focused more on, this is like, yes, an inner journey, but I feel like you guys are also creating something materially in the world. It's really focusing a lot on that as well. The next two cards that we have is Victory and Abundance, both right side up. This is beautiful. So I feel like you guys are really creating something. If you guys have a business that you're really starting to get out there, it's going to be quite successful. We have the Victory card and the Abundance card, and that's pretty self-explanatory. I feel like, again, it's going to be really successful, whatever you guys are trying to get out there right now. I feel like the material things that you're going to be gaining, it's going to be next level. You're definitely going to gain all the things that you are desiring. And the foundation that you're building for this new thing, this new foundation that you're building for yourself and that you're building for whatever it is that you're trying to create, is the perfect foundation that's going to lead you to this abundance and victory and feeling of accomplishment. The last two cards that we have over here is a new earth and deep cellular healing. And so I feel like you guys are getting over something in the past, and in doing all of these new inspirational things, I feel like you guys are going to be able to just focus so wildly on yourself and your own victories and your own raking in your own karma from the past. The beautiful karma is going to offer so much healing for you, and I feel like you guys are creating this whole new world. We have the world card literally right here, and then we have the 9th house, which is ruled by Sagittarius, and Jupiter, which is like expanding so much, which is why we have abundance and victory, is like that's really expanding out into the world. And then a new earth over here. I feel like you guys are really building a whole new world for yourself where everything is going to be perfectly in place. This is a very solid foundation as well that you guys are making for yourselves to rake in so much abundance, and you guys are reaching your goals, creating them, making them happen. And again, it's just expanding so much with the 9th house over there, which is, you know, again, ruled by Sagittarius, which is ruled by Jupiter. And so it's like this massive expansion of like whatever you guys are envisioning, 10 times more. Imagine it just 10 times more. So that is what I'm seeing there. Let's add some Astro Dice to get some more information on this reading. So we have the 12th house and we have Uranus. Uranus is coming up in every single pile. Wow. Not necessarily on Astro Dice every single time, but like the energy of Uranus, whether it's in the cards or somehow, is coming up in every single pile. Oop, that was supposed to be 12th house. And then Aries. So things are going to happen really quick. Aries is very similar to the Ace of Wands over here because this is like this new inspiring energy. We're just diving head first and just like really trusting it. Uranus, it's going to happen in a pretty unexpected way, which is for most people here. So your higher self is saying that there's unexpected good things about to start flowing and raking right in. There's also this spiritual energy here with the 12th house where I feel like you guys are really getting in touch with more spirit. You're seeing the world in a very beautiful light because it's ruled by Pisces, which sees the world in these rose-colored glasses. But you guys want to watch out that you're not seeing the world too much in rose-colored glasses because that can deal with some deception sometimes. But the good news is, though, that you see the world in a very euphoric sense. It's very beautiful. Things are happening very unexpectedly, again, ruled by Aquarius over here with Uranus, which is things just, they're pouring in the most unexpected ways. They're very beautiful. Things are happening very spontaneously as well with the Aries dice that we have over here. This is like, we're really diving deep into the things that we want, and they're happening very quickly. This is like a very quick energy coming in, expansion in terms of abundance and, you know, attaining your goals and stuff like that. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys, pile number 4. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.